too, but for now I'm just gonna say river has a transition to the mountains like the forest does. Uh, anyways, excuse me. All right, so uh, tea time. So right, so that was the one thing. So okay, maybe the game won't crash. Maybe it'll just have terrible art, or maybe it won't crash. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. So let's duplicate this. Copy here, and this one is river. All right, so now what do I need to do in order to hook up this tech? I guess like the special. So okay, so I need a few things that are special about. I need a few places to annotate data. For the for just the layer itself, I need a place where we like so like data.txt. We need to we need to indicate what is the translation of the special layer, and so I'm thinking, what's the best way to indicate that? I guess we could indicate it as like a, oh yeah, multiple. We should indicate it as like a multiple of the back layer, because all the other layers are multiples of the back layer. Like the back layer moves at like an arbitrary unit speed of 2, and then the next layer moves at an arbitrary unit speed of 4. Same units. Hey, PSP, it's PS Ping, how's it going? Welcome. Uh, and the front layer moves at an arbitrary. Ooh, yeah. So if I'm going by multiples of the back layer, then these things would hypothetically move at like they'd move at like the same speed as like the other layers. Although I guess the water is moving in the opposite direction, so I don't know, maybe like -1. I don't know. How fast do the characters move actually? Hey, event time. The characters move at what speed? Because it would be a little weird if the water moved exactly at the same speed as the characters. I think like we might want we'll probably in most cases want the water to move a little bit slower or a little bit faster than the adventurers, just so it doesn't look weird. So yeah, how fast do the adventurers move? Excuse me. Yeah, this is not the right place to be looking for that information. That information I would find more closer to this type area. Where's the parade? Excuse me. Excuse me. Alright, yeah, where's the part where this is the part where we blow up the character. Yeah. So they move, oh wow, they move pretty fast. They move a distance of 12 each time. So the water will probably move slower than the adventurers, I guess. It'll be like a somewhat peaceful river, I guess. Is that normal? I'm trying to picture the last time I walked next to a river, and I'm trying to think of like who walked faster, me or the water. And I guess the river actually walked faster, moved faster than I did. So yeah, maybe I should go. Well, I mean, we can try different things. Either way, all right. So it is still a multiple of the background speed. It's like 6 times the background speed. So, well, okay. So the river is also parallaxing, whereas like the player, like the background. So like the river clearly exists behind like the first background layer, and the first background layer is moving like -6. Let's say, like if the adventurers are moving +12, then the background is moving like -6. So like even if the river and the adventurers were moving at like the same speed, like on screen, then actually the river would be moving faster because of parallax. So is it going to seem like the river's moving too fast? Again, we can just like try. Yeah, I don't know why I'm stressing out about like getting it precise. So I'll just like have it like move at an arbitrary speed of like I don't know. Let's say negative. I think I'm going to say negative for this because it's moving like contrary to the direction that the backgrounds typically move. Although I did just say it the other way around. I did just describe the hero's movement or the character's movement as. Excuse me. I described the character's movement as positive and the background's movement as negative, but whatever. All right, so for starters, I'll just say like -4, I guess. Uh, yeah, I don't know, whatever. Negative, no, negative 3, I guess. So like -3 times the speed of the background. Uh, good job, guys. um, uh, um, so yeah, so then I've so right for the special layers we have to describe the vertical movement too because some layers will have vertical movement. This layer does not have vertical movement, so it will be 0. Will anything have like vertical movement like upwards? I can't think of a situation where we would need that. Because like the vertical movement, I'm thinking. Oh yeah, no. Oh right. I might hold off on the thing. I was describing how like for the waves, I might want I might want another way to indicate like not just like a vector for like velocity, but like a formula for velocity so that I can have the waves oscillate. But I might hold off on that. I might do that later. For now. Excuse me. Yeah, for now I might just describe a vector. How would I even do that? I'd have to like. I'll basically just be adding that in the script. Like I'll like indicate it in the data file. Like I'll probably just have like I don't know. I'll probably have like a special variable for like whether to oscillate or not. I guess. Yeah, I'll probably handle it like that. So like this data, it might just need those two values, and then maybe the beach will like have like another value for like degree of or like period of oscillation or something like that. Um, I the beach might be the only thing that that even oscillates. I can't think of another situation where I'd actually want this layer to like behave in a different weird way. Um, Precipitation. Oh, yeah. I was thinking I might use like a layer like this in the town because I was thinking in the town, um, there might be like there'll probably be it'll probably be like a marketplace type area, and so there'll probably be other like townsfolk just like milling about, and so like there'll probably be some townsfolk that are just like standing there in like the oh huh yeah no I yeah well so for the town I guess I actually kind of wanted like multiple special layers because I was thinking of having like just people like constantly like walking in like various directions, so like the adventurers would be like walking and like and then there'd just be like more people walking about in the town. But I guess I technically to have characters walking in both directions, then we would need like multiple special layers. Um, but again, it's just lateral. It's just lateral translation. It's not anything else. Oh, so actually, this data file I should probably name it consistent with with the with the slide because there will probably be multiple data files for multiple slides. As that's like how I've been doing it so far. So I'll probably continue doing it that way. Probably. Um, Seems like a good way to start. Sorry, I'm just gonna mute the microphone for a second. We'll be right back. I'm not actually going anywhere. I'll be right back. Sorry for the delay. All right, so yeah, all right, let's save that and then immediately rename that to BG3. Oh, that's the other thing that we need to specify with these. We need to specify the height, like where, like where to when to blit this, basically. Ooh, oh, that's a little weird. Just like how I'm gonna implement that, but no, I guess it'll be fun enough. All right, so I'll call this bg3.txt, and so I want to blit this between 0 and 1. So uh, I guess I'll just call it like 1.5 or 0.5. I guess. uh, I should I should put that value first for no particular reason. All right, so height and then translation speed is what those things are. So yeah, I guess when I blit now, I just have to check if there's, for the background, I just have to check if there's a special layer. Uh, well, oh, yeah, 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 wait. No, I can just set this up. I can code this like fairly cleanly. Like it doesn't have to get too janky or anything. I can basically just like order the slides. Like basically like insert the slide. Uh oh. Oh, interesting. So actually the the game might handle the slides as if they're all special slides. Huh. Yeah, because like if I don't know how I don't know how I don't know how I'm gonna do this exactly. I guess I'll figure it out as I go. Um, all right. Yes, save changes. Um, yeah, because we're pretty much there. We have all of our like fake data set up, so um, we can start hacking this together. um, so excuse me. So the first place that we have to excuse me, the first place we have to add stuff is when we're loading in the data for a background. Where do we do that? We do it we do it two places. We do it at start and at and we do it again when huh, BG layer. Oh, speed. So, oh, interesting. So, I could actually just add in a variable here for like vertical speed, and also call that 0. And then, I don't know, that seems relevant for when we'll need that at some point, I guess. uh, so, yeah. Alright, so the backgrounds. Yeah, I think loading in backgrounds was like a fairly simple thing previously. So I just like did it manually. But then what about the part where we load in the new stuff. Hey, event time. Uh, so, oh, yeah. Sorry, something just occurred to me. Did it? Nah, never mind. I started thinking about another thing. Event time reminded me of another thing. But, yeah, what's the part? Where's the part where we load it? Oh, here it is. Right here. Derp. Yeah, alright, so... Yeah. Oh, right, because we have, like, BG next and BG transition and stuff like that. Oh, right, yeah, so it is different to load the first one in and then to load the other ones in. Alright, so these are the important areas where we need to change this stuff. Because, oh, yeah. Right, because when we're blitting this stuff, we just, oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, wow. No, I remember setting this up and how weird all this blitting stuff is. Because, like, we have, like, the steps of the transition, and, like, we blit the transitional pieces, like, depending on, like, the steps, and, like, so, wow, yeah. Yeah, I did put some work into this. So is this gonna, like, fit cleanly? Like, the new stuff that we're doing? I guess so. Well, huh. So for the layers that actually have transitions, for the special layers that actually have transitions, I either need to add in special... Ooh. I might just want to make it so that... Ooh. Wow, now what do I don't... what do I want to do here? Ugh. How much have I bitten off? Like, is the precipitation thing gonna be weird? Like, well, actually, alright, so I think one thing that I'll want to do with the precipitation is just make sure that it always, like, slides at the same speed as, huh. Yeah, just make sure it always slides at the same speed as one of the foreground layers, or one of one of the three slide layers. Although, like, with snowfall, it'd be nice if the snowfall also parallaxed, because, like, snowfall would do that. Which again is just a call for more special layers. So yeah, when I get to that, I'll probably add in another special layer. And excuse me. Yeah, so the thing I was going to say is that I think the rule for that will be that those layers with, like, vertical weirdness or whatever, they have to or no layers with a transition, like special layers with a transition, like not with the special, like, subblitting thing, but with, like, an actual, like, transition slide, just have to stay at the same speed as other stuff, or else I could just restructure everything here. I mean, really, how long did this take me to set up the first time? I could just completely restructure all of this, right? Why not? I mean, I'm half joking. The half of me that's not joking is, like, really, like originally I structured this based on layer, like it references, like, background layer 0, background layer 1, background layer 2. But really what it's handling here, oh, is speed, yeah. Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah. No, it's not actually going by speed. It just speed is relevant. And speed is actually the vital factor here, because yeah, I'll just keep this how it is, and just it might end up a little bit obvious that these special layers were kind of tacked on to a system that had existed before them, but that's fine. If that's the worst thing that happens, that's entirely fine. I I've made jankier things before. Hey Buki, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, we're hooking up new art and we're using code to do it. Oh, thank you. It is the season, right? So, um, yeah, I decided to wear a sweater today for no particular reason. Just no, it's because yesterday, someone called me out for wearing the same hoodie every day on stream. So I was like, oh shoot, I should I should not wear the same hoodie literally every day. Tiger Grocer, welcome. How's it going? So, huh? Yeah. Oh, right. So the thing that I was thinking is, for the special layers, uh, no, I need like, no, yeah, no, I need to, I just need to keep track of the special layers based on speed, I guess. Uh, so I might want to just change speed to make sure that speed is always a multiple of like the base speed. Uh, Whatever. I'll just remember how it works. I'm pretty good at remembering how things work. A lot of the time. Oh, those might be famous last words, but yeah, no, just to get like the prototypical version up and running. I'll just do what I've. So all right, and I don't even have to worry about like the precipitation layers yet. Because I'm not I'm not actually because like the river layer, the one that we're working on, is not actually it doesn't actually have precipitation in it. It just has like the special case. So all right, so before I get too worried about like how I'm going to set up precipitation in the future, I'll yeah, what's a good place to oh yeah oh yeah, I always have to handle the special layers according to like when they should blit. So like so for the so like because the water is supposed to blit like between the 0 layer and the 1 layer, the time that I have to blit it is the time between I like blitting the 0 layer and the 1 layer, or the 1 layer and the 0 layer actually, because the stuff that's highest on top. Yes, Ibuki. Yeah. Last week we moved side quest into the main channel, so it's like actually a real game hypothetically. I mean, I'm still working on it, but I'm calling this like open beta, I guess. Uh, the characters that have little badges on their yeah. The characters that have little badges are those are either the gold badges are for the players who had participated in the alpha when it was running, and the silver badges are for players who participate in the beta now that it's running. Uh, you'll notice Lauren has like all of the things. Lauren is pretty decked out. Lauren is by far the top player so far. Ponty, hey, how's it going? Welcome. Uh, so, uh, what was that? Oh yeah, we were working on right. So yeah, so in the case of the water is so wait, right, okay, so here's where we're blitting layer 0. Here's where we're blitting layer 1, and here's where we're blitting layer 0. So this is rough. This is essentially where we have to blit uh, water go. Oops, that's not how you indicate comments in this language. Water goes here, or I'll actually call it like 0.5 goes here. Because then the other thing is, like, hypothetically we could have something blit on layer like 1.5. So like, I guess basically what we have to do here is we have to check if there's a 0.5 or if there's a 1.5 layer. Oh, yeah, the other thing about the special layers is that, like, not only do they have to scroll at the same speed as not only do they have to scroll at the same speed as the other layers, I might make it so that they have to draw like on top or they have to draw below the other layers. Like, pick one of those and stick with it. Probably, huh. It's interesting. It's like oh, cool. Official Ponty. Oh, cool. Shit. This is what Official Ponty posted. That looks neat so far. I like yeah, I like the aesthetic that you got. Kind of like flat shading, but like I don't know, it looks cool. Good job. What's your game gonna be about? And of course, because of stream delay, I can't ask direct questions and expect an answer, so I shall carry on with so this, yeah, 1.5 goes here. I don't know if I'll ever need a 1.5, but like hypothetically I would, so I should at least stay cognizant of that. And then, like, do I ever need like a 2.5 or like negative 0.5? Ooh. Excuse me. I had talked about adding a yeah, before I talked about adding these like special layers of hey, event time. Before I added in these special layers for oh yeah, Ibuki, that sound that we just heard, that means an event is occurring. So if you don't have your eyes on the chat channel, that's another way to know when to participate. Emerald, hey, how's it going? Welcome. So I'm gonna address that to Ibuki, but that information is for everyone also. So yeah. You got it. All right. Yeah, I'll worry about like the other like demi layers later. I'll just do 0.5 for now because I know that's the case that I want to handle. So if or yeah, so what are we even doing here? So like for I mean, I guess we kind of have to check all of the special layers to see if any of them are 0.5 layers. Or maybe I could just like maybe we could just have a convention for like, oh, yeah, no, you know what? I kind of want to make background like a thing, not just like well, no, yeah, no. What do I want to do? Yeah, maybe I'll make like maybe I'll make like how I to have the backgrounds. Maybe I'll have like the demi layers, or like the in between layers as well, and then I'll just like load the. I can like name and load them in accordingly. So like yeah, how'd that go? Sorry, pardon. So yeah, I'm gonna like declare these as like things, not just as like whatever. So like so class add bg layer or no class bg excuse me. um, so bgs need a few things. They need layers, which of which there are multiple bg layers, and then it needs so should I do like the main layers and the demi layers separately, or basically I need I want the layers to be addressable like by height, so I don't have to like go through each layer and check what its height is. I need to go like knowing which height it's time to render. I need to be able to like get that layer. So I mean I could do the layers as like a dictionary. No, that wouldn't really work. Because I can't just know the order either. Like I need to know. Yeah. So actually, yeah. So maybe instead of like layers, maybe I'll just do like the individual layers. It's like so it'd be, so the background could have like foreground. Well, no, it's weird. So actually, I shouldn't call these the backgrounds anymore because they're not. I should call them like an environment or something. So yes, I have seen that. I saw that in the game dev section, which is weird because it feels like I don't know. I don't know what that's about. Lazy Brussels sprouts. Cheers. Tea time. It is actually tea time. It's literally tea time. I have like a teapot and everything. I have my teacup. I have my tea. Tea itself. um, um, it's called like Twitch Plays FPS or something. I don't know. Yeah, right. So maybe I'll call this like environment or something. And then yeah, so maybe I'll have like foreground equals BG layer, midground equals BG layer, background equals BG layer, and then like the demi layers. So like wait, is there a better naming convention I could be using for this? There's yeah, there's gotta be. So maybe I should just like bite the bullet and like change like all the naming convention to something that I'll like even more. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I would go with loose leaf tea if I was buying it for myself, but yesterday like my throat was just so sore on stream, like it was literally interfering with my ability to talk, and so I decided that I would like I don't know. I was like, maybe tea will help, and so I'm just borrowing my roommate's tea. I begged a tea bag from them. And yeah, I it seems to be working so far. I guess it's hard to tell if it's working or if my throat's just not sore today. Either way, it seems. Yeah. All right, I should. If I'm going to be changing the entire naming convention for the background layers, I should change it to something that I won't have to change again soon. So uh, autocomplete is not good here, so I don't want to get too wordy with the names. I'd rather keep them fairly concise. Uh, oh, cool. That sounds like fun, Komega. Ooh, that sounds actually good, Ibuki. I might have to run to the store. um, so I won't do that now. I'm gonna stream most of the day. All right, so cause like the things I've considered adding to the environments, I've considered adding like a layer that draws in front of the characters. So like for example, in the cave, we could have like stalactites and stalagmites that actually draw like in front of the characters, so like it doesn't look like the character's walking like in front of a cave. It looks like they're walking through a cave. And like for the forest, you could put like trees and stuff that actually, the character, yeah. So that's one thing I've been considering, and I might want to add that at some point. Um, so uh, the yeah, I don't know. I guess this naming convention is fine. Because then if I needed to add the well, I guess actually if I want to add that in, I'd probably call it the foregrounds. Yeah, yeah. I don't want to do it right now, but yeah, because it's a good idea. I'll probably want to do it at some point. So, um, yeah, that's fine. I can just come up with a new name for it whenever I feel like adding it in. And then yeah, so it's these demi layers, like the or the special layers that can like fit weird places. I hmm. I probably shouldn't spend too much time like trying to figure out how to set this up, because the other thing is that like I'm still like in the process of like adding these things in. So I might come up with like it might occur to me that there's like a new situation that I need to accommodate, like a new way that I need to interact with these or that the new way that I want these layers to work. So uh yeah, no, for now I'm just gonna say like uh I'll just say I don't know, just like this naming convention is gonna be like super whatever, but I don't care. I'm just gonna name it like MF ground, somewhere between like the middle and the foreground, I guess. And I'm probably just gonna implement this for now. Oops, this needs to be all caps. Uh, because for one thing, that's a silly name, and for another thing, that's all I need for this case. Is there is that all I really? Is that the only reason I was like defining an environment, just to define specific layers, or is there anything else that I want to keep track of for the environment itself? I guess I mean I could switch on environment type or something. Like I could give the environment a type based on what special layers it has. That way we'd know exactly what to. It's not the worst idea. Yeah, no, that actually could be a good idea. So so I'll add in a type. It'll be like 0 by default, and then I could say like it's like so yeah, so it could have so like maybe like 1 equals sub region, transition, and then 2 equals, these are like my cheap enums, where they're not actually enums, they're actually just integers, and I just indicate somewhere what they mean. Hey, event time. So 1 equals subregion transition, 2 equals oh yeah, just special transition, or yeah, special transition slides. Oh, well, so that kind of implies that the transition slides are actually part of the environment as well. So yeah, I guess that's fine. Yeah, I could do that. So continuing my really stupid name. Continuing my really stupid naming conventions, we'll also have transitional foreground, transitional midground, transitional background. These are all layers. Actually, no. You know what? The transitions don't have to be layers. They can just be images. So yeah, because we don't have like different scroll speeds or scroll positions for the transitionals. Yeah. So yeah, that seems all good and well so far. Good job. You're climbing that that ladder, getting up there. So all right. So I guess now I just convert everything that I'd been doing to this new setup now. And I'll probably think of like, oh, whoops, I forgot to, etc., etc., and then I'll have to go in and whatever. But for starters, this should be okay, I think. All right, so BGs. Oh yeah. So yeah, this is the part where we're setting it all up. So BG list. Yeah, that's fine. BG's name. Yeah, right. This is all fine. Oh yeah. I'll probably want to enable this trick again so that I can just get the cave to get queued up every time. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna make I'm gonna screw up the animation. It's not gonna screw up the game. The game hypothetically should still run just fine, but I'm going to screw up the animation so that it just animates like at super speed, because that's easier for testing the backgrounds, and it's gonna look ridiculous. But enjoy, enjoy it for a little while. I'll put it once I'm done implementing and testing all the new background stuff. I'll put it back to normal, but it's gonna get really cool for a little while. So yeah, right. Okay, so converting the backgrounds to etc., etc. So this is the part where we switch, because we don't need backgrounds to be like that anymore. We're going to say, well, for one thing, we're going to call it an environment now. So env equals environment, and then so what are we doing here? So that kind of replaces this one. We don't need to be doing this anymore. I'll just like comment out the things that we don't need anymore. So then for I in range 3, Oh. Oh, yeah. I should look up how to initialize these things. Because, like, at this point, it actually is getting a little annoying to, hmm. Uh, alright, so yeah, fine. I'll look up how to initialize these things so that it's not as annoying. There's this weird thing that, like, in Python, like, if you declare, like, an array in a, or like a list in a class, every instance of that class will reference the same list or array or whatever. Like, or it does the same thing with dictionaries. Like, they won't have their own. They'll all share one, which just seems weird to me. But yeah, so there's a real way. There's like a better. Like, I just do this like dumb thing to get around it most of the time, but there's supposed to be a better way. If Dog then told me about it once, and I was at the time I was like, yeah, whatever, I'll worry about that later. And now is later. I am now worrying about that, or not worrying, but I'm now concerned about that, or I'm now looking into that. So Python, uh, uh, class initialize, I guess. Oops, I meant to say in it. So init. So def init. And then yeah. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is so def underbar underbar init underbar underbar. So BG layer will have def underbar underbar init underbar underbar. No, wait. Yeah, right. Yeah, it has like. It doesn't need wait, self? Self? Really? Oh, wait, seriously? Wait, what is this self.r self.i business? That sounds terrible. um, alright, so no, I don't want to deal with anything like that. That sounds lame. Alright, no, I'm just gonna say, hopefully this will work. Yeah, I just want to say that scroll equals, oh, what do I want to say scroll to equal? Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, huh. Yeah, yeah, whatever. Yeah, self, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too used to, wait, what is this BG scroll business? Wait, why are all the BG scrolls set to 0.g width and then this one's set differently? Oh, I think I did that for testing purposes. I don't think that's actually supposed to be doing that. Because they're all 0.g width. I think that was supposed to get taken out and I just forgot. Oops. Anyways. Yeah, so 0 to g width. So I guess we need to reference g width. I mean, it's going to be 1600. I really don't see myself changing that width at this point. I mean, I could, but I might not care. I might just not care. I might just say, scroll. Oh, am I going to... You're going to freak out, because you're not going to recognize this scroll to be the same as this scroll, are you? Are you? Let's find out. So, what if, what if I tried to say, like, totally new thing equals scroll? Are you going to tell me scroll is undefined here? No, you recognize what scroll means? Really? So then if I say scroll equals this, you're going to recognize that that's what scroll is supposed to equal? I mean, I guess there's an easy way to find out. We can just do, actually, I'll test this out in a new script so I don't have to interrupt the script that's running. So class thing and then so like other thing no var variable variable equals like something, and then def underbar init underbar variable equals other thing, and then whoa, local variable variable is assigned but is never used. That's fine. Oh man, this IDE is so concerned about that stuff, but I never care. I'm gonna care. All right, so thing equals thing. Print thing dot variable. Let's see what variable comes out as. Wait, what? Oh, it wants me to save it first. Fine. C documents Python or no? Yeah, whatever. That's fine. I don't care. So init scope, I guess I'll call this, or def scope, but whatever. Class def scope, but I don't care. Wow. Init takes no arguments. One given. Oh, init is automatically. I probably need to. I probably need self as an argument. I think if dog then might have said something along those lines, or I'm just making it up. But I think init need. Anyways. All right, so now it works fine. And it says something. All right, so clearly it doesn't recognize that these are the same variables. So, well, if self is a mandatory argument anyways, then I might as well do self.variable. So I guess that answers the question. Cool. I might as well save that and test that now works. Yeah, it says other thing instead. Cool. All right, so that's basically what I want to do. So I just want to say, so apparently this would probably give us the same error, and I'd have to pass in self as an argument. Hey, event time. Self.scroll. Blah, blah, blah. So I might as well start initialize scroll as like not anything. All right, so yeah, that should work now. Yeah, right. Python just doesn't get it. I think other things will work this way, but Python is not one of those things. All right, so save that. And why is I don't care about this anymore. So right, okay, so onwards with the conversion process. Oh, yeah. So one thing I can do here is with environments. I can like add in a way to so like def like load stuff, load load images or something, load pings, I don't know, whatever. I don't think I need self as a variable here, although I think I do in order to because I need to say self dot fg equals oh yeah, so actually not just self though, self and also self and name, I guess, because like yeah, so to load in this stuff, foreground equals yeah, how do we load this stuff in? It's like pygame image load bgs blah blah blah. So yeah, foreground. So name, etc., etc. Just load name. Yeah, bg0. So then foreground midground equals bg1, and background equals bg2. So then, so those are those. Okay, so wait. No, it's these are layers. So it's actually not just those that equal that. It's actually these things dot ping that equal that. Yeah, slightly weird, but whatever. Oh, so actually maybe these transition layers should be a quality of the BG layer instead. That would actually probably make more sense, right? All right, yeah. So yeah. So I'll call this like trans equals this as well, and then yeah, and then we don't need these here. All right, yeah. I think. I guess. Ooh, I guess that's a little weird because I think like what we're actually going to be keeping for the transition is transition in, not transition out. So at least like the way we set it up before, I think like we keep track of this as transition in, not transition out. So we're loading them from a weird place, but that's fine, I guess. So huh. Yeah, how do I want to do that? Because like to load in the transitions, uh, I need to know both the I need to know both of the the environments, not just one. So I guess I'll just have to do it as something separate. Maybe. Uh, or no, I'll just all right. So it'll be in and oops. So in name and or no no out name and in name and in name. All right. So yeah. So in name we'll know. We can assume. But outname, I guess outname sometimes will be blank, and if outname is blank, then we're not transitioning. We're just hey Trent, how's it going? Welcome. I mean, the only case where outname will be blank is the case where we're loading the script for at the very start, at the very first time. So yeah, but we do have to account for that. Oh yeah, right. Hold on, this is also supposed to be dopping. So yeah, all right, good. So then if outname, oops, outname not, or if not, no. if outname not equal blankness, then yeah, so we want to basically do the same thing except foreground.trans is what we'll set now, and foreground.trans will equal pygame image load bg's outname plus trans, oops, plus in name plus bg0. Yeah, and so then do that a few times for the midground, which is bg1, the background, which is bg2. I think that is good. I think that's sufficient now. And then and then what? And then excuse me. Tea time. So I'm just gonna turn the microphone off for a second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. So yeah, cool. Now, so now, yeah, conditionally. Oh yeah. So, yeah, maybe I should change how I'm setting up like the data for these for the special slides. Because yeah, as it is, it's yeah, like especially so like the thing about the like the environment type, like if I'm gonna have an environment type, then I should have like a data file for the environment as a whole, and then I can just read this special layer data stuff out of the whole big environment file. So yeah, I'm gonna name this data.txt, and I'm gonna change a little bit of how it's shaped, because the first thing that we're going to start with is the type, which is 1. And yeah, and then yeah, how else do we want to handle this? I guess the rest of it can stay the same for now, I guess. Subregion transition. Oh, oh yeah. Oh well, yeah. So because this is a subregion transition, um, I need. I mean, no, because this is a subregion transition. I have some of the data has to stay in the transition folder, because the subregion transition could be different depending on what transition we're transitioning in from. So like the cave mouth, like the cave mouth is very very far to the actually, oh, what if we don't need to specify the the beginning of the transition? What if a excuse me. What if for a subregion transition we always used the start of the transition slide? I think that would work. The start of the transition slide of the preceding layer. No. No, that wouldn't necessarily work for the that would work for the cave mouth. No, I think I think I'd rather specify it so that I can move it around as needed. When I was setting up the cave transitions, like the transitions in and out of the cave, I had like a lot of restrictions that I had to work around, and it was all the more difficult for it. So I think for this case, I want to allow myself a little more control over how it works, so that way I don't have to. I don't know. I think that'll allow me to make the environments that I want to make, rather than having to like make the environments that I can make given the tool. So yeah, I think I just have to deal with that for now. So So load pings. I won't call this load pings. I'll just call it like load data or whatever. And then right. So yeah, because then the other thing that I want to do here is oh, actually yeah. I guess I should do this. Hey, event time. Uh, I should do this before I do the this conditional, because I'll have to do more stuff in this conditional based on other stuff. So all right, so if like data path equals what? It equals BGs, basically the same as this, except not whatever, but data.txt. Yeah, and so then if exists, how do I check if something exists? If os dot exists, no, it's os dot path dot exists. Dot exists, yeah. So if dpath exists, then we open it and we read it. So like env data equals nothing to start with, but env data. Oh yeah, so then how do we read stuff? I know I do it a lot. I just I never actually remember. So like when we're loading in a player, yeah. So if exists, then with it open as whatever. So if it exists, with open dpath as ddata, I guess, or edata. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care. Then env data equals edata dot read, edata dot read. Right? Oh, I don't need the colon. And then do I need to do anything else with that? I think that's sufficient. I mean, then I can do things with it. Like specifically, I can say oh, actually, yeah, no, I don't need to do anything special with env data out here. Do I? Yeah, no, I probably do. Do I? Huh. No, I should so like I'll say like raw data equals edata.read, and then or no, I can just say env data equals edata.read dot split on what is it? It's like /n for new line character. Let me see if that's. I know I do this other places. I just is that how I do it? Or is it? Oh, is it slash in the other direction? Or is it like n slash? What is it again? I swear I do this places. I split on the line break, but apparently I'm blanking on how to do it. Hold on. Let me see. I swear I do it other places. Where do I do that? Oh, slash. Wait. Oh, oh, interesting. I split it on. Oh, you can split on multiple things. Interesting. So, should I split on carriage return new line or just new line? That's for. Wait, what is... Oh. Whatever. That's weird. I don't know why I'm doing this, actually. I don't think... String.split. I split an empty string. Oh, okay. No, I'm splitting an empty string based on carriage return line break. Anyways. uh, huh. Did that event just start and not have a sound associated with it? Because that's one of the bugs that I'm tracking down. Goblin Arsonist. So yeah, what? Huh. Yeah, I was just like looking if there's any rhyme or reason as to like what event just started versus like what event had happened previously. Yeah, because we saw this bug yesterday. And oh yeah, an event started for those of you who are relying on the noise, but the noise never played, so oh never mind, the event just concluded. Sorry. False alarm. Um yeah, what on earth is that about? Oh no, it didn't just start. It started a little while ago. But it didn't play audio, right? Cuz like I don't know. Maybe it did several minutes ago. I don't know. There is a bug where the events don't play audio, and that either was or wasn't it. Anyways, back to what I was doing here. Yeah, so splitting on a new line character is as simple as it sounded. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, yeah, that was when I was doing string.split instead of splitting directly onto the string. Uh, all right, yeah, so I was doing it correctly. Ha, ha. Uh, all right, so environment, yeah, split on new line, and yeah. Oh right, yeah. I would have had to be doing it when reading in the events. That would have been. I knew I was doing it somewhere. Uh, Whatever. I'm satisfied now. All right. So yeah. All right. So yeah, we're reading this data. We're splitting it, and then if it exists, we're reading it in. If not, we're just leaving the type as 0. But if we read it in, then I guess self dot type equals env data. Because if it exists, we can assume that Rimstone. Yeah, hey, how's it going? Welcome. I'm working on the game that is in the corner there. It's like it's weird. It's not like I don't know. It's like it's supposed to, it's I don't know. It's like shades of like text adventure. I set it up so that it can play out like a tabletop RPG. Although I I've been a terrible game master for it so far. Been completely absent in that regard. So yeah, right now it's playing out like a very very simple text adventure game, I guess. But yeah, it's running now, so you can kind of you can kind of get a sense of like how it plays as a as it does. So environment data index 0 is going to be the type. Oh, as an integer. And yeah, and then what else? I should check that these are loading correctly. So, well, no, I'll do a spot check at the end. Sorry, I'm going to turn off the microphone for 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. So, all right, yeah. So then what we have to do. I mean, for starters, we can just say we can just assume what's gonna happen. Basically, we can just say if self dot type equals 1, which is this is the only case that we've actually set up so far. So if this is the case, in the case of the river, basically, we can say, oh yeah, this is the part where we have to. I mean, again, I haven't even added in separate layers or anything. So for now, we can just say that if type equals 1, then the mid foreground layer. What do we want to say about it? We can say it. We can load. Well, we can load in its. Oh yeah. So self dot mid foreground layer dot ping equals and then we can load in. I just called it like 3, like bg3 dot ping. And I might want to change the naming conventions for all of these files, but if I want to do that, I'll do it not right now. So bg 3, I guess, dot ping. Sure. And then the other things that we need to do to this are to layer data equals env data index 0, no, index 1, because the next line, dot split, this time we're splitting on space characters. Yes, and yeah, so then that way we can say, what is it? Oh yeah, the first thing that yeah, so we'd been having this like 0.5 here, but how do I want to handle this? I can just dictate it, I guess. I don't have to indicate that this goes for the 0.5, like that this goes for the mid foreground layer, because I can just do it in order. Like if I want different layers, I can just put them on like different lines and stuff. So yeah. Also, then I'll just say self dot mid foreground layer dot speed equals the first of the values, and since I haven't converted to like a standardized speed yet, I'll just use like, I won't use it as multiples of the background speed. I'll just use it as like whatever. I'll just put it on the same scale as all the other speeds are written in so far. So this will be env layer data index 0 as an integer, and I don't think we need to do vertical speed for this type of transition. I think vertical speed is only for the other type of layer. So I guess I can actually get rid of that. And actually, I guess I don't. I actually have to. I think there might not actually be a case where I actually have to split multiple times, because I think like first it goes by type, and in the case that it's type 1, in the case that it's a what did we call it, subregion transition, then in the case of a subregion transition, we can go. Oh, whoa! I just remembered something, and you'll figure out why I remembered this just now, in just a moment. But I just remember something else that I want to do in the backlog. I might do this today actually. I won't do it immediately, which is unfortunate, but I will. I want to do this sometime today. Journey. I want an away mode because like it's rare that I have to step away from the keyboard like while I'm streaming, but sometimes it happens, and I want an away mode so that way, in away mode, the game's a little more interesting because when I'm away from the keyboard, like the game is the only thing left. So yeah, I think I need to do that. Uh, so I'll probably do that today at some point. But unfortunately, before I before I actually put that in, I just have to step away from the keyboard. I'll be as fast as possible. I won't be gone very long, but I do have to step away. And I'm sorry, I'm not actually refilling a water bottle, but this is the only away message I have right now. So sorry. I'll be back in just a moment. Sorry for the delay. Oh, I'm just gonna turn off the mic while I'm gone. Hey, sorry for the delay. I'm back now. And, yeah, alright. Yeah, sorry about that. I try not to take breaks during the stream. I only invent it's a matter of life and death. Not literally, but, alright, yeah, alright, so before I left, I think I was, oh, my music. Don't mind me. Before I left, I was realizing that like I don't need multiple lines really for the for these different of environment types because depending on the type, like we don't need that much information actually. Like, well, yeah, right. Because like what I was saying before, like with precipitation, like just to get the trans. So okay, so right now the two special layer types that I'm considering are the so like the one that has a what I'm calling it a subregion transition where like the river for example like the river emanates from something like in order to transition to the river like a river that's running like alongside the players or like the players walking alongside the river however you want to think about it like the river has to start somewhere and it has to go somewhere. I guess it doesn't literally have to, but I'm making it that way because I feel like it. Um, so yeah, what happens there is oh, sorry, I'll continue that thought in a second. It just occurred to me that the subregion transitions thing, I might even want to use that for stuff like for like indoor outdoor transitions, but not for like special layers, but just for like all the layers. But if I want to do that, I'll figure that out later. For now, right. So if in the case that of a subregion transition, like the water source, like let's say we have a waterfall that like a waterfall comes in from you know some whatever indistinct location and like the water pools and then from this like pool of water like the water starts to flow out so somewhere in this pool of water is where we want to have the water emanating from the or like we want that to be the start of the start of the like the yeah the like the starting boundary of this subregion so uh huh so in a subregion transition I guess we don't necessarily want this. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this on separate lines because in the other. Oh no. Yeah, so in a subregion transition, the layers don't have to be the layers like the special layers don't have to move at the same speed as the existing layers as like the standard layers because there's no special transition slide for a subregion transition. So we only have to specify the lateral speed, not the vertical speed of these slides in a special transition in a special transitions with in a special slide transition. We can't have the special slides moving at a different lateral speed than the standard slides. So in in that case, we only have to specify the vertical speed. So yeah, I guess for that reason, like we only have to specify like one of these values, and then the other value can be assumed. So, uh, yeah, uh, I guess we don't need multiple lines for this. We can just do it on a single line. So I might have to fix up this data later because like hey event time. Uh, if I need to fix up this data later because if I want to put like a special slide like in front like if I so the thing that we were talking about earlier is that I might want to put in a thing about having like a slide that a slide for the environment that draws in front of the characters just to add like like to make the player really feel like they're in the scene, not just walking in front of the scene. And then if I do that, hypothetically, I could put a special layer to accompany that front layer. And so if I did that, I'd probably want to add that like in here, like at the like between the between like the 1 and the 6. But for now, I'll just have a single space there. Or maybe I should anticipate it and have the extra space, because I have been saying that is like the one thing that I can really pretty much guarantee that I will do at some point with the environment system, that is. So maybe I should anticipate it and just start the data, assuming that that will exist someday. Could be fine. All right, so yeah, I guess so. Sure, why not? So so right, so now we don't have to split this like 100 different ways. We can just right, we can just split environment data. We don't have to split on new line character. We can just split on the space character, and we don't have to split like layer data or anything like that. We can just say the integer of env data. So for mid foreground layer, it would be env data 2, because 0 is like the environment type, and then 1 is like the front layer, and then 2 is like the next frontmost layer, and so on and so forth. Yeah. Oh, it occurred to me that we can do other like initialize-y type things at the start here in the environment. We can say I mean, not like literally init things, but like I mean, we can say like fg dot speed equals, because we know the foreground speed is 6, we know the midground speed is 4, and we know the background speed is 2, so we can set those things up front. And we know the vertical speeds are still the same. Yeah, and I think that is actually satisfactory for the initialize type stuff. So this equals 4, and then oh, huh. Is there any time that I actually have to like iterate over the layers in because it occurred to me, like, instead of just like having these different like named variables, I could make it a dictionary. Like I could make it like environments could have a dictionary of layers, and like the dictionary entries could be like FG, MG, etc., etc. That might make slightly more sense. But let me see if if that's even like a practical use case, or if I'm just making that up. I mean, all the layers are handled so differently so much of the time that I'm inclined to think that maybe that wouldn't even be especially necessary. Wait, what is? Oh yeah, right. All right. Well, it's useful that I introduced an error here, because now when I'm looking for the section, I can just like flip right down to it. So like for the BGs, do we ever actually iterate over them? Yeah, I guess we kind of do. So yeah, maybe I should do that. I mean, it's only it occurred to like when I was trying to think of like where would I do that. Like this is the only thing that I could really think that I would do with it. But yeah, I don't know. That might be useful enough. There's no like major reason not to. Yeah, why not? Alright, so the environment. Yeah, alright, so so let's say layers, or I'll call it, I don't want this to get too wordy. Env layer, whatever, equals dict, and then I have to init this so that because otherwise all of the environments would share the same dictionary, which would not be desirable. So actually, I think like basically all of that is getting deleted, but I'll handle that in a second. All right, so def init self. So then self dot layers equals dict. Slightly redundant, but whatever. And then yeah, so self dot layers index fg equals bg layer basic. Whoops. This is not all part of the index. Liars. Alright, sure. I can do that, dig down deep. If I forget, you might have to correct me, but I can do that. Alright, so yeah, no, all this stuff I can just do in here instead. Except I have to deal with all of the liars instead of just referencing them directly. So it'll be liars dot f or liars index fg dot speed, liars index mg, etc. Liars index mg dot speed, bg, yeah. Right. Okay. And so then bg dot speed equals 2. Oops. Page up, page down are right next to my arrow keys, so I misclick that fairly often. So yeah, okay, so we can say mid foreground. So we can say self dot liars index mid foreground equals a BG layer, but we can't say what the speed is because we have to load in the data to figure out what the speed is. Yes, so save that. Oh yeah, and we can get rid of these now. And I just have to change these references because those that doesn't exist anymore. So yes, self dot, oops, not self dot self dot liars, just self dot liars. Does it sound like I'm just talking with like a southern drawl or something? Liars. These liars. Actually, I don't know what type of accent that would be. So this is boring. But the nice thing about it is that once we're done with it, it'll just enable us to make better backgrounds, better and more interesting backgrounds. Oops, too many indexes, or too many square braces. Oh, and here too. Alright, paste. There we go. It probably would have been easier just to handle that one case that actually iterates over these things. That probably would have been quicker than converting this to a dictionary. Whatever. Is that all of them? Oh, I can't highlight self and see all references to self. That's convenient. Foregrounds. It's all the references to foregrounds. All the references to midground, backgrounds. Mid-foregrounds. Alright. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, so what was I doing? Alright, yeah, so hypothetically, we wouldn't just be setting this data for mid foreground, because hypothetically there could be like a foreground and like a mid background. I don't think there's a background. Oh, wait. But there might be like a 4 foreground. Like a I mean that's not what I'm gonna call it, of course, but uh there yeah, I don't know. I'll have to come up with, if once I add, I can worry about that later. I can worry about that stuff later. Uh oh. Oh. So actually, yeah, no, this wouldn't actually be the mid foreground. Wouldn't be the second index. It would be the third index, because hypothetically, there could be something that draws in front of the. Oh, actually, no. I guess this is where I have to make that judgment call. I mean, I don't have to make it now, but like, the special layers, they either have to draw on top of the standard layers or below the standard layers. So, I mean, I've been thinking of them as between. But I guess basically I have to decide, like, this between layer, is it like associated with the layer above it, or is it associated with the layer below it? Because I do have to make that association. And I guess the special layers will draw on top of the other ones. I think in more cases I'll probably want it to draw on top, because like when I'm using these layers for like precipitation and for oh, there's like one scenario where I oh, wait, would that even work? I was just thinking, like, there's one case where I might want the special layer. Hey, it's my time. Where I might want a special layer to draw in the very furthest back, like behind the backmost layer. If I felt like, well, no, it just occurred to me that I could put the I could put like the sun in that layer. I think probably because this right here, this what we see going on right here, it occurred to me that I could put like the sun low on the horizon, but then that wouldn't be very specific to any one particular environment. Like, I mean, the cave, like, you don't care about the sun as much, but like it's not like the sun stops existing just because you go in a cave. Um, uh, I don't think I'm gonna do that, because that like the world changes. The world looks very different at sunset. So I would have to, like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna actually do that. All right, so I'm not gonna do that. So yes, all right. So I think we always want the special layers to draw on top of the other layers, because when the special layers represent stuff like snow and rain, then, like, it makes sense to draw that in front, because like snowflakes fall in front of stuff. Um. So yeah. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so if that's the case, then this layer is actually the third one. So we need 2 extra space characters here. I mean, I could even put like null values here, just for spacing purposes, if that's clear. But yeah. All right. So yeah. Let's save that, I guess. And then right, so so now we have all of our data loaded, I guess. We have all the information we need. Yeah, alright, so now let's go and replace all of those instances where we had been referencing backgrounds, where we don't need to reference backgrounds anymore. We don't need any of this stuff, because we're loading this stuff all in another place. We don't need to do this stuff, because we're initializing this now. This stuff, yeah, this stuff is all getting set in the initializing stuff or whatever. BG's name next. Huh. I guess, yeah, no, I'll just keep this as it is, because this is more of a quality than of the game than the environment. BG's name next just means like what is the next environment to which we will transition. Um, so, huh. Actually, I guess I could change. I forgot that I was actually deciding BG name next up front. Oh no, I'm not. Yeah, no, never mind. I lied. I'm not. I'm just initializing it so that I can declare it when I need it. So BG's. Oh wait, BG's ping next. Yeah, again, I'm just declaring these up front, and I don't even need to anymore because we're keeping track of this when we load in the when we load new environment art. We load the transitions and the. Oh, do we load the transitions? Yeah, we do. All right, just like. And yeah, also, so we would for the special slide transitions, we'd need to load in those too. But maybe we'll do special slide transitions next or something. Or maybe I'll make the river art and then see if I feel like making the special slide transitions, because I don't have to make them now. I can wait until I actually feel like making. Well, actually, when it came down to like what environment should I make, the first thing I came up with was snow. So maybe I should make the snow one. That's probably just because of what time of year it is. Like hypothetically, where I live right now, it could be snowing right now, which I think is why I have that on my mind. Anyways, yeah, right. So dig down deep. The thing I was saying about the precipitation layers is not on which layers should the precipitation fall, but precipitation has to fall on well, yeah. So I mean I don't think I'm gonna have precipitation fall on literally every layer, because like the background layer, like the furthest background layer, represents like a really far distance back. Like in the mountains, like you're looking at mountains way off in the distance. And if you're looking at mountains way off in the distance, you can't see individual snowflakes falling on those mountains. So we're not going to have precipitation on literally every layer, but we're going to have precipitation on multiple layers. And so what I was asking earlier is not should the precipitation be on the front layer or the back layer. It's going to be on. So let's say there are 3 layers that all have precipitation on them. Hey, Syngender, by the way. Hey, how's it going? I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of explaining something, but hey, hello. So yeah, the question wasn't whether we should which layer should we have precipitation on, because let's say, for example, we have let's say snow will be on 3 layers. Let's say snow will be on the front 3 layers. There are only 3 layers right now, but I'm pretending we're going to include the 4th layer. So what I was asking is, on each of those layers, should the snow draw in front of that layer or behind that layer? And the conclusion that I reached, as you may recall, is that I'm thinking for each layer, like, so basically the question was like, should it go like scenery, precipitation, or should it go precipitation, scenery, scenery? Like that was the question I was asking. Thank you, Veer. 1, 2, 3, 4. I spend 10 hours a day getting my facial hair just right. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, what were we doing? So yeah, oh yeah, we finished up some of that setup work, and so now we're going through and replacing the old stuff with the oh wow. That sounds cool. What is it? Chip 8 emulator? I assume it's something old school. Oh. It's what Pong was written in? Or no, wait. I just went to the Wikipedia page and it had a picture of Pong. Cool. That's awesome. Good job, Syngender. Alright, so, PG duration, that's fine. PG trans time. Yeah, that's fine. PG trans ping. No, we don't need this anymore. We can get rid of that. Oh, wait. So BG's ping next, right? Okay, no. So what we do need is next env equals environment. Yeah. So we do need that. And we have, yeah, so env equals environment, and next env is also an environment. So BG trans time, alright, that's legit. BG trans, yes, that's also important. That's like, it's actually like BG trans mode would be a better name for it. And this is like a whole separate thing, so we can separate that out. Alright, so the commented stuff I'm pretty sure we can delete, because now that's all kind of implied in, oh yeah, so actually, okay, so the one thing that we do need still to do is, with BG's, so we have env as environment, so we need to do env.load data, and we have to do it with, so outname, there's no outname, because we're not transitioning out yet, so we'll just do that. And then the in name is going to be BG's name, because that's, like, normally we just randomly pick a background to start on, but for cheating purposes, I'm hard setting it to cave, so that will always start in the cave, and that's because the cave will transition to the river, and so if we start in the cave, we'll transition faster to the river. Oh, and also, yeah, BG duration for testing purposes. Let's set that to be 0, so that it'll transition immediately, or as soon as possible. Yeah, sure. Feel free to send gender. I can repost that. So right, okay, so now let's replace more stuff. Replacing stuff forever. Yay. Alright, this is Syngender's chip 8 emulator that I'm posting in chat. Or else it's a virus that Syngender is passing off as a chip 8 emulator. I honestly don't know. I assume it's an actual chip 8 emulator, because Syngender's usually a pretty upstanding individual as far as I can tell. But it's the internet, so who knows? Alright, right, alright, so where are other places that I'm referencing the backgrounds? Act frame? Oh yeah! Almost forgot about that. The act frames are part of the environment, so that's another thing that we have to do. Is, yeah. We'll just include them with the environment. So the other thing that we do when we load data is, so let's, alright, so, for this we'll actually do, act frame, or I'll just say, I'll just call it like frame L, these are all going to be, Pi game image, etc. So frame L, frame M, frame R, etc. Yes, Komega, you could. I'm guessing you use Better Twitch TV, because if you use Better Twitch TV, you can see links regardless. If you're not using Better Twitch TV, then the links are deactivated. And so I reposted the link for the people who don't use Better Twitch TV. But yes, I'm assuming you use Better Twitch TV, Komega. Otherwise, you're cheating. No, Better Twitch TV isn't the only like chat client that lets you see those links, but it's the most popular one. So that'd be my first guess. If you're not using Better Twitch TV, you're probably using some other chat client that lets you see the links. The links are deactivated just because they're not officially endorsed by the channel, but yeah. Alright, so where was I? Oh yeah, so frame L equals, for starters, frame L can just equal a blank surface. How do I do that? Yeah, surface, blah blah blah. Right, okay, yeah, so frame L equals blank surface, frame M equals blank surface, frame R equals, you guessed it, blank surface. And then when we're loading things in, we can say self dot frame L equals, right, so it's going to be called what? I forget. It's going to be called act frame L dot ping. Act frame L dot ping. And then we'll do the same thing for M and R. Act frame M and act